Ayu and Atiku are merely using Wike as a tool to further their own agendas. Isong, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. Governor Emmanuel has made a last-ditch effort to persuade the 5 disgruntled governors of the People's Democratic Party to support Atiku Abubakar as the party's presidential candidate. Observers noted that the governor knew Wike would not listen to him, describing the endeavor as tardy and dead before it even started. Others claimed that Governor Emmanuel, the People Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council chairman, wanted it known that he tried to bring the governors together, but it failed. You may remember that the disgruntled governors led by Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, has sworn to support a presidential candidate other than the People Democratic Party nominee, whom they accused of damaging the party's zoning formula. When it comes to announcing a candidate from the South they would back in 2023 elections, the People Democratic Party Irish governors, known as G5, have been quite vocal and outspoken. Atiku insisted on keeping Iocha Ayu, the party's national chairman from the North, in that position had prompted them to publicly repudiate their support for him. The complaints were made known by the glaring absences from all the PDP's nationwide presidential campaign rallies. But politics is still an exciting game. Atiku is included in the game and everyone defends their own interest because he must have carefully considered his alternative and chosen to maintain Iocha Ayu's position as national chairman, whom he believed would win the North for him in the 2023 election. Atiku has never been persuaded by the demands, or better yet, the threat made by the G5. From all indications, Atiku would not change his position while he's actively campaigning without the Irish governors. Insisting that ignoring them despite their respective strong support bases was not the wiser course of action, he continued, "We have never said that we have turned our back on dialogue and reconciliation. If the terms are not met, why not? And we will work if it works in our own interests." Before the G5 flew to London to carefully select between Ahmed Tinubu and P2B to endorse before the polls, hopes were high that resolution and reconciliation were underway shortly after the meeting, though it was reported that they were unable to come to an agreement on the candidate to choose. Governor Emmanuel paid a visit to Governor Wike in Port Harcourt despite G5 persistent. Etekong Franklin Isong, a public affairs analyst and commentator in the state, also gave a speech during which he argued that Udom, as the party's chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council, had made the right decision. He emphasized that even the Bible says follow peace and pursue peace with all men. Even if it was a wise action on the governor's part, he said it was essentially to be noted for him that had tried to reach a settlement but that it had failed, since it was clear that Nyesom Wike would not change his mind unless Iocha Ayu resigned, which might not be conceivable. There is no time for the convention to be held to approve the offices. The question should be handled at the People Democratic Party convention, not 2 or 3 months before the election. It doesn't matter if Wike quoted Atiku as indicating that Ayu will step down if he won. Ayu and Atiku were merely using Wike as a tool to further their own agendas. They played political games with him and gave him the information he desired at the time. Only the party convention could decide what he's requesting. Wike should simply be a decent party member and support his group, or better yet, resign. This article is created by the Daily Post newspaper. Okay, first of all, you see this particular issue. They are playing Wike, they're not playing Wike. May I know even say before, PDP is not really campaigning as they're supposed to. I know they hear them. The only thing I hear is a Dino Milaye coming out, a Frank Shaibu, I think so. Frank Shaibu, is it from APC? APC spokesman, mostly Dino and some other members as well, coming out. They are not as pronounced. I've not heard their principal come out and say, and market himself. I never hear him. I have not heard. They might be doing their work underneath it, but they are not, PDP before now. And even this year, the rallies permit me to say, the rallies you get as you be, be as you get. But all the same, the election is almost here. So hopefully, we go know now. We go know which people. But me, this 99 minutes, what the PDP should be doing is not what they are doing. They're not marketing themselves. They're not in any way wanting, as in, I'm not sure that they even, sincerely, I'm even saying I'm not sure that even PDP wants to be the president, because a lot of things are happening. There are a lot of chaos are happening, or crisis are happening. And I don't think they're looking forward to, I don't think they're looking forward to get it resolved. I don't think so. Isn't Emmanuel part of a southern government that agrees power must shift to the north? He has no integrity. Honor comes by standing by your words and conviction. Nobody should blame Wike for his actions. We sometimes allow ourselves to be fooled by politicians. What stopped them from supporting one candidate? All of them brought form and contest the primary in their various party primaries. Politicians are greedy and selfish. It is when it doesn't rather goes their way that they shout for justice and equity, which none of them possess. And exactly that is it. Politicians never, whenever you see them shouting justice, equity, and fairness, check them. Now, when you don't favor them at all. Don't mind those people supporting rubbish. Wike is a selfish politician. If Wike was sincere, he would have allowed the Igbos to contest. If Wike is truly fighting for the interests of the South, he would not have contested for the first place. Wike would have stepped down for the Igbos. Remember, Wike took power from the same Ikore man after 8 years of Ikore being in power. How wicked is this man? It is obvious Wike reaped his reward when Tambor dished him for Atiku. Wike blocked the chances of a South is by contesting. That is why Atiku also contested. That is the story flying around, though. That it was actually they wanted to zone it in South, but Wike was saying he was also going to contest. So that was why PDP even threw that you get open in the first place. Okay. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Both of them, what is happening to them, they're losers. It is obvious Atiku cannot win. Wike himself will soon be invited by the EFCC. It's Ayu as chairman because I don't get you. Find out the genesis of what happened. Had it been Wike was made vice presidential candidate, believe me, he would not ask Ayu to step down. I think so too. Okay. Wike and his governors are men with the right mind. You cannot be a stooge for money in the face of truth. Why would Ayu remain chairman in any conceivable sense? Atiku is only afraid of something. Alright, and this stage you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.